That's great. I think it's always, yes, it's so good if there are some people who have got the strength and can help others in the same situation. Would you say that men are grieving different than women?
I would say we grieve different because we are different, not
Mhm.
necessarily that some people see it as we don't grieve or we don't grieve the right way.
Mm.
I'm an air quote user too. I talk with my hands a lot.
Yeah, it's
but,
okay.
but, um, but I think because grief is seen as a feminine thing, a feminine
Mhm.
emotion, a softer emotion, because it deals with crying and all the other
Mhm.
emotions that men hate to emote, right? And so it's
Mhm.
like, well, men don't grieve or men don't grieve the right way. And I tend to say men just grieve differently. We're going to grieve within who we are. And
Mhm.
people have to see that for what it is, but then men need to see that for what it is. Because I don't want to
Yeah.
just blame the world on how they look at men grieving. I also want to add some emphasis to men saying, no, you have the full spectrum of emotions. Use them.
Mhm.
And you have a
Mhm.
right to grieve. Stop grieving your manhood
Mhm.
and grieve who you lost, right? And
Yeah.
I think, helping men do that, it's like, well, stop grieving your manhood. Stop grieving, well, I failed being a protector. I failed at this or I failed at that. You can only grieve
Mhm.
one thing at a time. So you can't honor the loved one that's now gone if you're grieving your manhood. Now, don't push
Mhm.
that aside, but see it
Mhm.
for what it is. You can't control everything. And we're in a fallen world and things happen. But how are you going to move forward with that? So that's kind of what I help men with, and just acknowledging the fact that, yes, we do grieve differently. And we don't have to grieve like women. We can
Yes.
just grieve, right?